Hello students, today we'll see how errors combine. But before that, whenever we make any measurement in physics, it is not possible to measure it with 100% accuracy. There is slight uncertainty. That uncertainty is called error. And there are a few terms which we need to know. What is absolute error, relative error, percentage error? Absolute error, the difference between a measurement, an individual measurement, and the true value is called the absolute error. So let us say we have three measurements. We have made three measurements, A1, A2, and A3. The true value is considered to be the average of these, and this is denoted by A mean. Now this is considered as the true value. If there is no, if it is not already given what a true value is, we take multiple measurements and take the average. It is not necessary we have to do only three. It could be whatever number of measurements. But any number of measurements by the number of measurements and a mean. This is considered as the true value. The absolute error is the difference between individual measurement and the mean. Delta A1 is the absolute value of the mean value minus the individual measurement. This is the absolute error in A1. And we have relative error. Relative error is delta A1 by A mean. Now, why is the relative error important? Let us say we are measuring the distance from, say, Hyderabad to Chennai, and let us say it is 700 kilometers. And somebody says, my measurement is 700.5 kilometers. So, what is the absolute error? The absolute error is 0.5, the difference between these two, 0.5 kilometers. Now, is 0.5 big or more? Because it's a large distance, 0.5 is less. But to be able to get a clear picture, suppose we say it is 0.5, the relative error is 700. Versus let us say you are measuring the distance from your home to your school, and let us say the school is 2 kilometers, and you have come up with 2.5 kilometers is the measurement. So here the absolute error is 0.5 kilometers. But the relative error, look at this. This error is huge, whereas this is small, even though the absolute errors are the same. So to get an idea of how big the error is, we need the relative error. So the relative error is the absolute error divided by the true value or the mean value. Percentage error is relative error multiplied by 100. So delta A1 by A mean into 100 gives the percentage error. Let us say we are adding two quantities A and B. Z is equal to A plus B. And let us say we are subtracting two quantities. So what happens to the errors in measurement in the final product? So whatever is the error in A and whatever is the error in B, they get added up in the final value. So the errors, the absolute errors in A and B get added up. So in addition and even in subtraction, they get added up. Whatever is the error in A and whatever is the, even though we are subtracting, the absolute errors get added up. Even though we are adding, the absolute errors get added. So we need to remember that. In sum or difference, the absolute errors get added up. In multiplication or division, the relative errors get added. Both multiplication. Here in addition or subtraction, the absolute errors get added up. In multiplication or division, the relative errors get added up. What happens to the errors when a quantity is raised to some power, to some exponent? Whatever is the relative error in that quantity, that gets multiplied by the power. So let us say z is equal to a power 5. So whatever is the error, the relative error in a, that gets multiplied by 5 or the exponent. So this is how the errors get combined.